Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vashal, and today we'll be talking about everything new on Steam this holiday season. From the winter sale and Steam Awards voting to some great beta features you might have missed. Here's a lot to unpack. Whether you're a long-time Steam user or just hopping in for some deals, this update has something for you. Let's start with the big one. The Steam Winter Sale is officially live, running until January the 2nd, 2025 at 10 AM PST. This is your chance to snag thousands of games at a massive discount. And don't forget about the discovery queue. It's not just for finding new games. This year is giving out Winter Sales stickers. You can earn 3 stickers per queue up to 3 times. So check it out for some fun collectibles. Here's a quick tip to find the best deals. Head to gg.deals in the deal section, and in the deal sections there you can choose the best deals by pulling the deal rating slider to the right, so it filters down your wishlisted games if you have a profile and a Steam account linked to it. If you choose as the store Steam and go to the users and hide the owned games and maybe only display games from your wish list, you get yourself a good deal for games you can snag from Steam during the winter sale that are most effectively. Keep an eye out for historically low prices, and if you want to see just that, check price sections and tick that button, so it's gonna show the historically low prices for all the games that are on the store. Do keep in mind that with this website you can effectively search all third parties and a gray market for the best deals, so don't rely entirely on the Steam sales to give you the best deals. Next up, Steam Awards voting is up. Remember when you nominated games during the autumn sales? Now it's time to pick winners. There are 11 categories this year, and every vote earns you a specific Steam Award sticker. Voting ends by December 31st, so don't miss it out. I'd admit I spend way too much time debating my picks for the games of the year. What about you? Speaking about the awards, let's take a quick detour. Since Steam Replay is all about looking back, I thought I'd share some of my favorite games this year. To the Moon is one of them. If you ever wanted a game to make you cry like a baby, this is the one. The story is absolutely unforgettable and I highly recommend it. The next one I played that I really enjoyed is Dragon's Dogma 2, the sequel we've all been waiting for, and it really shaped up to be quite a great sequel, to be honest. I highly recommend it if you enjoyed the first one or you're looking for an action adventure. The next game that I enjoyed was Klonoa Phantasy Reverse series, and I know that a lot of the games that I'll be mentioning here and there are not actually games that came out this year, but I still enjoy them and I wanted to share them with you. This is a nostalgic classic, so I highly recommend if you ever wanted to play a good platformer and just wanted to revisit the Klonoa series. It's a good remake, so I highly recommend checking it out. The next one that I tried out was Forza Horizon 4, and that is because the game obviously is shutting down its servers, so you won't be able to play this game online. I'm pretty sure you knew about this one if you ever kept in touch with Forza Horizon, so if you stick around and play that one, or you want to see more of my reviews, definitely check out more of my content because I've shared a lot of things about this one. Speaking about another game that I enjoyed is Jedi Fallen Order. I highly recommend this one for anybody who's a Star Wars fan or want to dive into something different with lightsabers and alien planets. I honestly enjoyed it despite having little knowledge to Star Wars games, so yeah, definitely go check that one out. Helldivers 2 was a intense co-op action game that I played with my wife. Had a great time in the game and I was surprised to find it out in my Steam wrap-up for this year. Apparently I played it quite a lot and Steam thought that I played it more than other games on the list and that I'm talking about. Still, I highly recommend this game if you're looking to play with somebody or you just want to go solo and play with randoms. Ghost of Tsushima is another game that came out several years. It's a Sony title, so I played this one on the PS4 and I completed the main story and the DLC, and when it came to PC I immediately bought it, and I as well completed the story and the DLC, and I've worked my way through the multiplayer quite a bit. I do intend to go back to it and put an end to it by completing the game. Next up, I enjoyed as well Coffee Talk, which is a great cozy game for those who enjoy a little bit of visual novel, has great vibes, and I highly recommend it. I talked more about this one in my previous video, so go check that one out. Another one that I enjoyed was The Room, which is a great puzzle game, very atmospheric, well designed, and it really hooked me and my wife as we dived in for the very first time in this series. Dave the Diver was another game that I enjoyed, which I haven't talked about in my previous videos, and basically this combines underwater exploration and restaurant management that actually doesn't seem like it would work, but it works perfectly fine, and it's an amazing game. It unpacks so much content at you, it's crazy, and I'm still into it. I just took a break from it and I'm playing a couple of other games, but I really enjoyed this game. The next one I played was Tunic, and I highly recommend this one as well. If you love classic adventure games with some of the most charming art you've seen, then definitely check this one out, especially if you're a Zelda fan. But do expect that this game can be a little bit tough. The next one I played is Yakuza Kiwami. This is a drama, action, and with lots of mini games, with a great story and a very interesting and full of content that I really enjoyed. I played Yakuza 0 and I really enjoyed that one, so I highly recommend if you're looking forward to continue the series. Definitely don't go straight into this one, play 0 first. Great series. Balatro is a refreshing take on the deck building games. It combines strategy, creativity, and a little bit of humor. It's perfect for players who enjoy a little bit of poker, or they enjoy other types of games that are with cards, because it really plays along in such a way that it will keep you hooked up for hours. I've been playing this one on my Steam Deck for every now and then, and on my PC, but mainly on my Steam Deck, and I really enjoyed it, and I can understand why it had been nominated for the Game of the Year. This game is absolutely addictive. You constantly want to play another round after you lost your previous one, because progressively you will feel like the game is rewarding you constantly with new things, new cards, new jokers that will make the game more and more interesting. I highly recommend this game if you enjoy anything like card building or deck building or anything like that. It's super easy to get into without having that much of a knowledge. Another game that I've been absolutely hooked is Archons. This game came out not too long ago, and I wanted to talk more in detail about this game, but basically this is a thrilling roguelite survivor game with bullet hell and bullet heaven kind of elements, where you play with two characters simultaneously. In this game you use abilities that they work together, intertwined, so these characters are combined and they use their abilities together, and you have to be careful about their positioning and how you're maneuvering both of them. Honestly, the game is extremely challenging compared to other survival like games of this kind of genre, but I highly recommend it because it's such a fun time, and I've been playing the demo, I completed the demo, and then I went and I played the full game, and I really enjoyed it, to the point that I can't wait for more content for this game. And a lot of people don't really mention this kind of bullet heaven kind of games, but I definitely recommend it, and I definitely encourage anybody who wants to play something easy in a way or another that can be hooked up for hours. Rogue Legacy 2 is another game that I didn't talk on my channel, but I did share a little bit about it. It is because it's a game in progress. It's a roguelike that perfectly scratches that itch if you're looking for anything like that, and the gameplay loop is great. You do need to be in the headspace to keep on dying and going back and trying over and over again, and as any other roguelike, you do have some of your progress being kept, other progress not so much. I did beat this game several times, but I'm still in the process of completing the game, so I'm not gonna be talking about it as from a completionist perspective anytime soon, so probably next year I'll be sharing more about this one. And of course, I have to give a shout out to Cookie Clicker and Melvor Idol, which were two idle games that I really enjoyed, and they're dangerously addictive. Right now I'm hooked in Adventure Capitalist. I played that game many years ago on the mobile, and it's just as addictive as Cookie Clicker and Melvor Idol. I do recommend more Melvor Idol because it's an unknown idol title and has a lot of content that is well crafted, and yeah, it got a lot of DLC. Super cool game. But if you're not into the idle games, just skip this part, and let's talk about the next things that are happening right now. So for the next thing, we have the Steam Replay, which is actually back. This is basically a look back to your entire year on Steam, what games you played, how many hours you sunk into them, and even your longest strike. It's full of cool details like spider graphs showing the types of games you played. You can share your replay with friends or just keep it for yourself as a little gaming scrapbook. If you want to say mine, I'll share it in the description below of this video. Feel free to share yours in the comments. Now for the big and most important part of this video, and that is the new beta update for game downloads. Steam has rolled out a new setting that gives you more control over how and when your games get updated. Normally, Steam tries to balance things like bandwidth and when you last played to decide when updates happen. It's a good system for most players, but sometimes you need more flexibility. With this update, you can now customize the default behavior for all your games under downloads in the settings. You've got two options. Let Steam decide when to update based on factors like bandwidth or your play history, or two, delay updates until you actually launch the game. And for those of us with massive libraries, this can be done on a pre-game basis. Just go into your library, click the gear icon on the game and set up your specific rules. Not sure which games you've set override for? Head to the download sections, click on the manage exceptions, and you'll see all the games with custom settings. This is especially useful for those of you on metered internet connections, or if you just want to avoid downloading a giant patch of games you haven't touched in months. Combining this with the existing settings, this capping download speeds or pausing updates while gaming, and you've got a super flexible system. Personally, I love this update. There's nothing worse than launching a game after a few weeks and having to say, oh, hold on, 50 gigabytes patch incoming. Not anymore. On another note, don't forget to check out the point shop for more seasonal goodies. There's a new winter badge, profile, backgrounds, and winter sale themed items. Plus, they've added a nice little tweak. The shop now filters out items related to games you've ignored in your store tags. If you've been waiting for more personalization, this is a subtle but welcome change. Finally, if you're scrambling for the last minute gifts, Steam gift card are great options. So digital delivery is instant, so no worries about shipping delays or anything like that. And hey, if you're looking for an excuse to treat yourself, well, I won't judge. So that's everything you need to know about the Steam winter sales, a little bit of an update on the games I enjoyed, and so much more that you don't want to miss this Steam winter sale. What are you excited about? What games did you pick up this Steam winter sale? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts, and if you have any kind of recommendations, drop them down in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to share your Steam replay if you want to, for others to know what other games you've been into. Even if they're old or new, it doesn't really matter. I talk about all kinds of stuff in this channel, including older games maybe 10 years ago that came out that are worth checking out. Also, do let me know about the new beta feature. Do you like it, or you're not really using it that much because you have great internet and you're just downloading them without an issue? Let me know about all of this in the comment section below. I know it's a lot of things to comment about, but yeah, thanks for watching. And as always, if you enjoy this kind of content, feel free to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, and as always, keep in touch with us because we'll be sharing every now and then more Steam related news and updates that you don't want to miss. My name is Vashra, and as always, stay safe, take care, and happy holidays.
Stay safe, have fun, and happy gaming. Stay safe.